Hello, fellow trader. It's Andre here from Blue channel. Welcome, and today I'm gonna walk you through the tutorial how to set up my grid rescue expert advisor, which help protect you from trading dangerous grid. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, now first of all, for this tutorial, you're gonna need the set files for grid rescue. So if assuming you already joined my Telegram group chat, you will see a link to this Google Drive. In here, you can find the set file for both MT4 and MT5 platform. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna just use MT5, but the two platform setting are all similar, so it's all the same. So we can download this file. Now, assuming you have downloaded here the set file, so the next step is to load it onto the terminal. So let's open the terminal here. Make it here, bigger, and we can load the set file. Okay, so next step, you need to provide two information. First is what symbols you want Grid Rescue to track. So these are the symbols. Any symbol provided in this line will be tracked by Grid Rescue. And you can put more than one symbol. So let's assuming you put Euro USD and SAU USD, which is Go. If your broker has suffix, you can provide it in the separate line like this one. Alternatively, you can also provide it together with your symbol. The second information would be the magic number. Now, this magic number needs to match with your master grid EA, expert advisor. So let me illustrate with an example. So assuming on another chart is a grid EA called Genesis, and this EA uses magic number 12123. Now this magic number we have to go into that magic number field in the grid rescue EA in the other chart. Okay, so that's are the two pieces of information that Grid Rescue will need so that they can track any trade on the symbols and the placed by the other Grid EA using the magic number. Now, some of the Grid EA will come with more than one magic number, and you need to provide all of the magic number that you want Grid Rescue to track. So, assuming that your master grid EA have all of these three magic number in their orders, you have to provide all of here. A quick thing that you can find out is in your if you're using MT5, you can find out in the terminal here. You just right click and select the to view the magic number column. So it will revealing all of the magic number so that you need to go through and find out what magic number that your grid EA use to place that trade. In this part, I'm gonna talk to you about the 5 rescue mode that go with grid rescue. They are subgrid mode, panic mode, time critical mode, out of time mode, and hard close mode. So these are 5 modules, individual modules that are working together or in isolation. So depend on your grid strategy or your risk appetite, you can either use one of them, a few combination of them, or all of them. So now let's have a closer look into each module functionality and how to set them up in Grid Skill. First of all, a subgrid module. This is classic rescue operation that you often see in other recovery expert advisor. The differences here is you can actually choose whether to have a 2-node grid cluster to close or 3-node grid cluster. This offers more effective ways to rescue your grid, and even more so, you can actually specify what is the profits to close for each iteration. Next is Panic Close module. Now, this module specializes in dealing with fast price movement that often has very shallow retracement. This mode will close the top order of the grid with one order in the bottom region of the grid. You might ask the question, what is the main difference between panic close and subgrid close mode? The main difference is with panic mode, you have three criteria to trigger the rescue, which is either grid drawdown, grid size, or max loss. Either one or any of these conditions is triggered, then panic close will be invoked and rescue you out of the situation. What I like the most about the panic module is it had a very sophisticated matching logic for the top and bottom order during panic conditions. So this is called next best. During the stressful time, the module will scan through your grid and it will looking for the best combination between the top order and one of the bottom order so that it can quickly close out this pair and reduce substantially the drawdown. This mode is really effective against high volatile assets such as gold and indexes. Moving on is the time critical module. This model can be mainly used for grid EA where the entry signal is based on market timing. For example, section opening, breakout, midnight scalping, and this also include news filter. This module is extremely useful for grid trader who don't want to hold on to a grid exposure too much, and especially in the low liquidity period. Next up is hard close module. This module will be triggered every time the grid drawdown reach a level, like as is shown in this illustration here. It will gradually close out one of those bottom orders of the grid and still at the meantime still allow the grid to recover itself when the market price come back. This is a very effective way to quickly reduce the drawdown as well as releasing the load on the account margin to avoid a margin call. And finally, we have our time module. This module is an effective tool for those trader that doesn't want to have grid exposure overnight or over the weekend. This will simply try to close out all of the remaining orders of the grid going to the end of the trading period or before the specified time. Alright, so assuming you have set up everything and now click OK, then you can see that the expert advisor has started to initialize. As you can see here, just a quick reminder that you would need to add the link to the news source for the news filter to work. So please remember to put that here before running the expert advisor. Grid Rescue has some of the very useful functionality that I want to introduce to you. So first of them is the ability to select built-in preset. These are optimized setting and rescue logic that come right out the box. Very useful if you just want to plug and play and don't want to spend a lot of time to study through the user manual. Um, so when you choose the preset option, all of the um, setting of the five modules that I show you earlier will not be applied, and instead Grid Rescue Expert Advisor will go with the built-in preset. This means that you can actually use Grid Rescue without using set file. But then some of you might say, well, what if I don't like the out-of-the-box setting and would like to have the ability to customize the rescue logic for my own grid trading? In that case, you can actually do that. So here I providing you with a using the presets except this module where you can put in the rescue module that you would like to customize with, so that grid rescue will for this module they will use your own setting. Another useful feature is the grid lot size auto scaling. Um, so if let's say your starting lot size is not the zero point zero 0.01 and you would like to have your grid EA starting as another bigger lot size, for example, like zero point zero 0.03. So instead of having to go through all of the rescue setting of the file module and then have to manually update it, you can actually just choose this um, feature here to auto scale all of the rescue logic of all of these file module automatically. In this final part of the tutorial, I'm gonna walk you through how to do backtesting with Grid Skill. Grid Skill come with the ability to backtest, which is really useful in my opinion. That would allow you to foresee how different rescue module operate and combining with each other, and then you can maybe try different grid setting, which often is not available in other recovery EA. So the backtesting section is at the bottom of the setting panel if you're scrolling down. And you can see here that you can specify the symbols, magic number for the testing grid. So very much similar to as if you are using another master grid EA where the grid rescue is supposed to track and rescue. Aside from that, you can see there are setting parameter is very familiar. So you often see it in other grid trading expert advisor. For example, you can choose the order size for your starting lot. You can choose the lot size multiplier. You can choose the take profit, stop loss, and there will be some of the parameter here is more advanced. So, for example, you can choose the level for your grid to start averaging and the level that your grid can start to perform their own recovery mode. So yeah, these are very highly standardized parameter for you to test out the functionality of your of the grid skill. Um, One thing you need to make sure here is that the symbols and the magic number that you put in the testing in the back testing section need to match the one that you put at the top of the section at the top section of your grid rescues. Or otherwise, grid rescue will not track your testing grid and your back testing doesn't work basically. All right, so that's it. Here's the thank you for listening to my tutorial. I hope that you enjoy using this really useful recovery tool, Expert Advisor, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.